Dear students, welcome to the science class. In the last class, we started with the chapter that is nothing but components of the food. In this chapter, we already discussed about the various nutrient types, and we also discussed about the various tests for the nutrients like fats, vitamins, and for the proteins, as well as the test for the carbohydrates. After that, we discussed in the last class, we discussed about the balanced diet. What is balanced diet? Balanced diet is nothing but it is the diet, it is the food in which we are going to have all the nutrients which are required or which are essential for our body, which are essential for our body. That is nothing but balanced diet. Right? In the same manner, we discussed about the what happens if we consume high amount of fats. In the last class, we discussed about those things. We already know that fats are rich source of energy as well as carbohydrates also are the rich source of energy. But prolonged, a continuous of usage of that fat may lead to a medical condition that is nothing but obesity. The medical condition that is nothing but obesity. In that case, the human beings become very fat. That obesity can lead to the harmfulness of their body. That is nothing but they may lead to the various diseases like heart related diseases or kidney related diseases. If heart related diseases like BP or any other which are going to harm their heart, those diseases can going to come if you continuously intake the food which is rich in the fat. It is good that it has the high energy, it has the high energy amount of high energy, but still if you consume a high amount of fat, it is going to lead to critical conditions that is nothing but which is related to the heart as well as which is related to the obesity. In the same manner, in today's class we are going to discuss about the what will happen if we intake the less amount of nutrient. What happens? Now we have already discussed about the what happens if we intake the rich amount of nutrients. If we eat more amount of nutrients, what will happen? We will become healthy, we will become stronger, our bones will become stronger, our muscles will be stronger. In those cases, what happens? Like in some times, what happens if we intake and if we intake the small amount of nutrients, or if it doesn't take any nutrients, what will happen to our body? So that one by one we are going to discuss those things. That is nothing but first thing we are going to discuss is malnutrition. That is nothing but the malnutrition. Malnutrition is nothing but it is the improper intake of nutrient. It is the improper intake of nutrient-rich food may lead to the condition called malnutrition. Malnutrition is nothing but it is the improper intake of the nutrients. Improper intake of the nutrients. That is nothing but we are going to take the food also. We are going to eat the food. That is nothing but we are going to eat chapatis, everything we are going to eat. But still, we are going to face the problems. Our height should be smaller for one. Our bones will become brittle. Our muscles will be laggy. They will be not strong enough to hold something. In the same manner, our memory power will be very less. And our brain will be not functioning properly. Our thinking capability will be foggy. Right? All those conditions came when we doesn't eat nutrient-rich food. Right? We doesn't eat nutrient-rich food. That is nothing but it is a malnutrition. We are going to have the food, same amount of the food which we are having before. Everyone has the same amount of food. But still, some people are very strong and some people are very weak. Why that condition? Stronger people eat the food which is nutrient-rich, which is properly nutriented one. It contains the carbohydrates, it contains the fats, proteins, vitamins, minerals, roughages. Because of that, they are stronger. In the case of weaker section, they are having the same amount of food as the strong people. They are having the amount of the food is same as the stronger people. But still, why they are weak? Because they are malnutrited. They are malnutrited. That is nothing but they are lacking in the nutrients. They are lacking in the nutrients. That is nothing but they are eating the food, but in that food nutrients are less or nutrients are not there. For example, carbohydrates will be not there, or maybe vitamins, maybe fats, or maybe minerals, or maybe what the essential food which are required for the purpose of the growth of the body. Right? That is nothing but the malnutrition. What happens if a person is malnutrited? In this condition, our bones, will become brittle. Our bones will become brittle. Brittle is nothing but they are going to break down early. If my bone is stronger, weaker, if I hit my bone, it is very strong. That is nothing but my bone is stronger. That is nothing but I am not malnutrited. I am stronger. If I hit a malnutrited person on his bones are going to break down. His bones are going to break down. Why? Due to the lack of the nutrient which is going to make our body strong or bone strong is lacking in his diet. Lacking in his diet. That is nothing but he is malnutrited. In the same manner, his muscles are going to be weaker. His muscles are going to be weaker. I can do any activities by using my muscles. I can walk fast, I can run, I can talk very fast. And my sound will be very large. Why? My muscles which are present in my whole body are stronger. Why? I am not malnutrited. I am eating the food which is nutrient rich. If another person having the same amount of food which I am eating, if he doesn't have the nutrients, he is going to have a weaker muscles so that he can't talk properly, he can't walk properly using his muscles, he can't hold on to something that is not that much heavy because of his muscles are become heavy. Why his muscles are become heavy? His muscles are become weak because of the malnutrition. In the same manner, his thinking will become foggy. He can't think properly if he is malnutrited. If nutrients are so essential that if the deficiency of nutrients is going to come, he is going to face this type of problem. So that always remember you should eat nutrient rich food because of that things. If you want to become stronger, your bones should be stronger, you should be intelligent, you should always eat the nutrient rich food only so that you will become stronger. Right? That is nothing but the malnutrition. Next we are going to discuss about the deficiency. I hope malnutrition is covered. Right? In the same manner, next we are going to discuss about the deficiency diseases. Deficiency diseases. So first of all, what is deficiency? Deficiency is nothing but sometimes simply getting adequate amounts of might not enough since they may lack some or other nutrients. Prolonged usage of such foods may result in the condition called deficiency. Deficiency is nothing but sometimes simply getting adequate amounts of might not be enough since they may lack some or other nutrients. Prolonged usage of such food may result in the condition called deficiency. Now for example, I am eating food which is rich in the carbohydrates. Right? It may be rich in the fat, it may be rich in the vitamins, but it is not rich in the proteins. What will happen? I am very active. I am very active. My energy level is very high. Right? And my body feels stronger. But my growth is very shrinked one. My growth is very shrinked one. I am lagging in height. My hands and legs are lagging in width and length. Why it is so? It is so because due to the prolonged usage or prolonged deficiency of some nutrients. That means in our food items the protein deficiency is there. That is nothing but the amount of protein intake is very less. It doesn't have the proteins in our food items. Right? In the same manner, I am stronger, my growth is very high, I am very strong, my muscles and bones are very stronger. Still, but I am lazy. I doesn't want to do any work. What it means? I am lagging in energy. I am lagging in energy. If it is so, why I am lagging in energy? My food doesn't contain the nutrient which is going to give us the energy. That food is nothing but one which is lagging in the carbohydrates. It is lagging in the carbohydrates. That carbohydrate is going to give us the energy. A prolonged lack of those components may lead to a deficiency. So that my deficiency is now is carbohydrate deficiency. Why? Because I am not full of energy. My energy levels are very low. Why it is low? Because in my food there is a deficiency of the carbohydrate. In the same manner, remember when you are suffering from fever, someone is going to apply saline. Saline is going to apply. In saline, they are going to give you the glucose. Glucose is nothing but carbohydrate. When you are suffering from the fever or typhoid, you will become weak. So that they are going to continuously give the glucose to you in your body. Why? Glucose is going to give us the energy so that you can face the body problems. Body is going to face any other problems which is going to come from that disease. That is nothing from the typhoid. So that the energy is coming from where? The energy is coming from the glucose which we are intaking by veins. Right? So that the deficiency may lead to some or other conditions. So that I think deficiency is clear. Deficiency is nothing but in our food, if some or other nutrients are lagging, and continuously we are going to eat those things, prolonged eating of those things may lead to the deficiency or some or other nutrients. It may be protein deficiency, it may be vitamin deficiency, it may be what? It may be carbohydrate deficiency. Right? Deficiency is nothing but simply is lagging a food item or lagging a nutrient item from that food item. Next we are going to discuss about the deficiency disease. Deficiency disease is nothing but diseases that are caused by the lack of particular nutrient is known as deficiency diseases. Deficiency diseases are nothing but diseases that are caused by the lack of particular nutrient is known as deficiency diseases. For example, protein deficiency. For example, protein deficiency. What is the use of proteins? Proteins are useful for the purpose of growth of our animal organs or human organs. Now lack of proteins are very essential for the growth of our hair. If protein deficiency is there, our growth of our hair will be very blunt. It is not going to grow only. In another manner, if the protein deficiency is there, our hair becomes grayer one. That is nothing but our white. Hair becomes white, blonde hair. Why? Because of the protein deficiency. The protein is going to help us in the growth of our hair and as well as the darkening of our hair. If this is deficiency in the protein, may leads to the graying of our hair. In the same manner, our growth will be shrink one, blunt one. We can't grow, our height should be shrink one. Because proteins are going to help us in the growth of our organs, growth of our body. Right? They are the body building units. If they are lagging, then our growth will be shrink one. Right? There are two diseases. There are two deficiency diseases which are going to come because of the protein deficiency. That is nothing but marasmus. One is marasmus. Second one is kwashiorkor. First one is marasmus, second one is kwashiorkor. That is nothing but kwashiorkor. These are the diseases which are going to come by the protein deficiency, marasmus and kwashiorkor. In the same manner, due to the deficiency of the carbohydrate, our body will become weak. In the same manner, due to the deficiency of the fat, due to the deficiency of the minerals or fats, our bones will become brittle. In the same manner, deficiency of the vitamins will lead to the various diseases. So next we are going to discuss. I think this much is clear. Due to the deficiency of the protein, there is a disease called marasmus and kwashiorkor is going to come to us. And deficiency disease is nothing but it is the diseases that are caused by the lack of particular nutrients. That is nothing but due to the lack of protein in our body, we are going to face the marasmus as well as the kwashiorkor diseases. Right. Next, we are going to see one by one the diseases which are caused by the lack of vitamins. Right. I think this much is clear about the why deficiency diseases are going to occur because of the lack of the particular nutrients. Lack of the carbohydrates may lead to the weakening of our body. Lack of the fat may lead to the weakening of our body. May become thin, and we are going to become lean, and our body movement will completely stop. In such manner, the same thing we are going to discuss about some diseases which are caused by the deficiency deficiency of the vitamins and the minerals, right? We already know that there are n number of vitamins. There are how many vitamins? Not n number. There are only vitamin A, vitamin B, vitamin C, vitamin D, vitamin E, and vitamin K. There are 6 vitamins, and another group of vitamins there, that is nothing but vitamin B complex. Due to those deficiency, what type of diseases are going to occur in our body? We are going to discuss in this topic. In the same manner, we are going to see the deficiency of minerals which lead to various conditions. Which are those conditions we are going to see in this topic? So we are going to discuss one by one. The first deficiency will be vitamin A. First deficiency will be vitamin A. What happens if vitamin A is in less quantity? If you remember the previous class, vitamin A is very helpful for our eyes. I told you that vitamin A is very essential for the nourishment of our eye. If lacking of this vitamin A in our food item, what will happen? It is directly going to damage your eyes. So that deficiency disease will be what? Here this will be loss of vision. Here this will be loss of vision. That we can't see the objects if a deficiency of vitamin A is going to occur. If it doesn't take vitamin A in much quantity, larger quantity, if it is lagging, we are going to lose our vision. That is nothing but we are going to lose our seeing capability. We can't see the object properly. We can't see the objects properly due to the deficiency of the vitamin. Therefore, vitamin deficiency disease is what? Loss of vision. Right? Symptoms of this condition is, symptoms are nothing but gunalakshanaಗಳು in Kannada. Right? What will happen if we lack in vitamin A? What are the symptoms they are going to show if the deficiency of vitamin A is going to happen? First one will be the poor vision. Maybe either very poor vision, we can't see the objects properly. We can't see the objects which are present around us, we can't see those objects properly if the deficiency of vitamin A is there. Second is loss of vision in night time. Loss of vision in night time. Second symptom will be loss of vision at the night time. We can't see the object at daytime properly. If you can't see the objects at night time in presence of dim light, then we can say that we are deficiency of vitamin A. We are suffering from the nutrient that is nothing but vitamin A. Vitamin A quantity is less in our food items. Right? Sometimes in this case we completely lose our vision. Completely loss of vision. Due to the deficiency of that vitamin, either we are going to lose our vision, poor vision, we are going to can't see the object, or at the night we can't see the object. In the same manner, we can completely lose our vision. So that vitamin A is very essential for the eye. If we doesn't take the vitamin A in the proper quantity, it may lead to the loss of vision of our eye. The next condition we are going to discuss is vitamin B1. Second vitamin is vitamin B1. It is the first member of the vitamin B complex group. Vitamin B1. Now, lack of vitamin B1 leads to a disease called beriberi. The disease is called beriberi. It leads to a disease known as beriberi. This is the name of the disease. Due to the deficiency of vitamin B1, it is going to lead to the beriberi disease. The same manner, vitamin A is going to lead to the loss of vision. Now, what are the symptoms of the beriberi disease? What are all the symptoms of beriberi diseases? The first symptom is the weak muscles. It is will be the weak muscles. Beriberi disease has the symptoms of the weak muscles as well as it has the very little energy to work. Very little energy to work. If you are suffering from the beriberi disease, it may lead to a vitamin B1 deficiency. If you are suffering from vitamin B1 deficiency, you are going to face the symptoms like weak muscles. Your muscles will become weaker as well as your little energy. You can't work properly because amount of energy you are getting is very little due to the very diseases that is causing by the deficiency of the vitamin B1. Next, vitamin C. Next, we are going to see the vitamin C. Right, vitamin C may lead to a disease known as scurvy. It is going to lead to a disease known as scurvy. Very vitamin C is scurvy. Now, what are the symptoms of the scurvy? Is nothing but bleeding gums. It has the symptoms of the bleeding gums. As well as wounds take longer time to heal. Wounds take longer time to heal. Due to the deficiency of vitamin C, we are going to face a scurvy disease. That scurvy disease has the what symptoms? They have the symptoms of bleeding gums. The gum starts to bleed when we have the scurvy. In the same manner, our wounds take longer time to work properly. So that it is the major symptoms of the scurvy diseases. Next, we are going to discuss about the vitamin D deficiency. What will happen if your nutrient is lacking the vitamin D? What will be it lead to? Which type of disease it is going to lead? And what will be the symptoms of that disease? We are going to see those things. Next deficiency will be vitamin D. Next disease or deficiency will be vitamin D. By the vitamin D, we are going to face a disease known as rickets. We are going to suffer a disease known as rickets due to the vitamin D deficiency. In this case, we are having the symptoms like our bones will become soft and bent. Our bones will become soft and bent. Due to the vitamin D deficiency, vitamin D, if you remember the previous class, vitamin D is going to help us in the absorption of the calcium. It is very useful for the calcium, it is very useful for the bones. If vitamin D deficiency is there, our body is going to utilize the calcium? No. If it doesn't utilize the calcium, then bones are become brittle. Bones will become soft and it will be painted out. Right? So that vitamin D deficiency leads to a disease known as rickets. With rickets, we are going to face the symptoms as bones will become soft and bent. Right? Next, we are going to have a deficiency of a mineral is known as calcium. What happens in our nutrient, food rich nutrient, if there is a deficiency of calcium? What type of disease we are going to face? That disease is nothing but bone and tooth decay. We are going to face bone and tooth decay. Right? Due to the deficiency of the calcium, we are going to face the bone and tooth decay. Bone and tooth decay is nothing but our bones starts to decay. They starts to deteriorate. In the same manner, our teeth also starts to deteriorate. The teeth starts to go away from that place. Deterioration is nothing but if you take an iron fillings. What happens when you keep that iron fillings outside? They are going to get rusted. What happens if you get rusted? The above surface is going to go away. It is going to lose that above surface. In the same manner, our bones and our teeth are going to lose their part due to the decaying. Why it is happening? Due to the deficiency of the calcium mineral. Our bone and tooth decay is going to occur. And symptoms of this is weak bones and tooth decay. And symptoms of this disease is nothing but weak bone and tooth decay. weak bone, our bone will become weaker, and our teeth starts to decay. Our part of the teeth starts to go away due to the deterioration of that teeth. Clear? Next mineral will be what? It will be iron. Due to the deficiency of the iron, it can't become an Iron Man. No, it is not. Iron Man is different. Here, the usefulness of iron is different. Right? What happens to iron if deficiency of iron is there? It leads to the anemia. It leads to the anemia. Anemia is commonly going to occur in the children only due to the deficiency of the iron. Anemia disease is going to come. What will happen if the deficiency of iron is going to occur? Deficiency of iron is going to occur because of the weakness. The symptoms of the deficiency of iron is nothing but weakness. Right? Why iron is so important? Because iron is directly going to dissolve soluble in the blood. Right? In that blood, iron going to helps in the absorption of the nutrients which are required by our body. Those absorption leads to the high blood. It is going to the high amount of blood. If the blood amount is going to get less, it is going to lead to anemia. That symptom of anemia is nothing but weakness. So that for that reason we should eat apple every day or 2 to 3 apples in a week, so that our iron deficiency shouldn't be there, so that we shouldn't be suffer from the anemia disease and we shouldn't suffer weakness. Right? Last but least one, we are going to deficiency of iron. Iodine. Due to the deficiency of iodine, we are going to face a disease known as goiter. Goiter in Kannada is known as Galaganda Roga. Galaganda Roga. Our neck starts to swell. Our neck starts to swell in case of goiter. Right? It leads to the symptoms of this are our glands which are present in the neck starts to swell. Our glands which are present in the neck starts to swell, and there will be mental disability in children. There will be mental disability in children. What happens if the deficiency of iron occurs? Our glands which are present in the neck, when you open your mouth, when you see inside your mouth, there is a gland which is suspended inside your neck here in this area. That gland requires what? Iodine for the proper functioning. Right? That gland is going to control our metabolic activities. If iodine deficiency happens, this gland starts to swell. In the same manner, when it swells, our neck is also going to swell. Right? And our neck has become swollen. Then what will happen if it is become swollen? We are facing with a disease known as goiter. Due to that disease, our metabolic activities are going to shrink, are going to stop. In the same manner, the symptoms in the children are nothing but they are going to feel mental disability. They are going to face the mental disability due to the iodine deficiency, due to the goiter disease. Their mental health condition will be going to deteriorate. So these are the diseases which are caused by the deficiency of some nutrients. We discussed about the deficiency of carbohydrates. We discussed about the deficiency of the fat. Not deficiency of the fats. We discussed about the deficiency of the proteins. They are going to lead the two diseases, nothing but marasmus and kwashiorkor. In the same manner, we discussed about the vitamin deficiency and mineral deficiency. Vitamin A deficiency may lead to which loss of vision disease, and vitamin B is going to lead us to the beriberi disease. Vitamin C for the scurvy, that is nothing but bleeding gums. Vitamin D may lead to the disease known as rickets. There is nothing but weakening of the bones. Right? In the same manner, minerals when you take the iodine mineral, it is going to lead to a goiter disease, which is nothing but swollen neck. In the same manner, deficiency of the iodine, not iron, may lead to disease known as anemia, that is nothing but weakness. In the same manner, deficiency of calcium may lead to a bone disease, that is nothing but bone and tooth decay. These are the nutrients which are very important for each and every body function of body organ, so that we should eat nutrient rich food. Now after learning this chapter, I hope you start to eat, and your family members start to eat nutrient rich food only, so that we can't face this type of diseases in our lifetime. So eat well, stay healthy. If you stay healthy, you will become wealthy, so that please eat well. Try to understand this chapter. In the next class we are going to discuss the exercise questions, and if possible we are going to take the exam on these two topics, so that be prepared well, be eat well, stay healthy, stay home. Up to that point, thank you. In the next class we are going to discuss. Thank you, take care.